Okay, my friends, here we are. We are in the 8th day of the Omer, and it is Chesed Sheba Gevura, the Midah of the day. Question being, how is it that Chesed completes or empowers the Midah of Gevura? So let's just check in about what these things are in case this is all new to you. Chesed is the quality of spreading forth, of giving, of self-expression, of love, of generosity and compassion. Gevura is like an opposing quality, almost the inverse. It's about restraint, creating boundary. It's associated with strength. The midah of Gevura is associated with power and strength. Who is a gibor? Someone who is able to overcome their nature. And so how is it that Chesed contributes to that quality? We also should understand, why does Gevura matter at all? And that's a broader conversation. And I hope to share a longer piece just about Gevura in the next couple of days. It's brewing. So, but Chesed Sheba Gevura is really about recognizing the source of life in our own selves, the desire to give, and the giving that we're receiving from the source of life, and letting that empower our quality of making boundaries. So imagine someone who wants to be playing a piece of music and needs a lot of technique and particularities about rhythm and harmony, and things have to be just right in order to have a song sound right. And that's the quality of Gevura. But the song itself, the emotion, the self-expression that's coming through the song, that's the Chesed. So it's that light and life flowing through the person, through the musician, expressed through the details, that empowers the creation of the details. The interesting thing is that Chesed actually generates and creates Gevura. The way that the Kabbalists describe the creation of the universe, which is happening in every moment, is that basically the light of Chesed comes down and creates vessels for itself, and then goes back up. And then it goes and fills the vessels. And then it's this process, this chain of emanation that's happening all the time. It's the process by which infinite light is coming into vessel. Vessel being you and me. Vessel is our intestines and our eardrums and all the different parts of our body, our thoughts and our beliefs, the structure that makes us who we are, filled by a light that gives us our life. And so the Chesed creates the vessel. The Chesed can shape the vessel so that the Chesed is expressed in the world. If we go too far down that, we're into Gevura Sheba Chesed. How does Gevura help the expression of Chesed? That's also important to understand. But the midah of the day, the midah to watch out to be careful about, to see in your world, to see in your reality, is how this quality of self-expression, love, is creating, generating, enabling, building this quality of Gevura. The same thing we could say about a painter who has brush strokes and techniques and all these things that he or she learned, but it's the inspiration of expression that actually gives them meaning and purpose and makes them matter. Gevura is very much about doing what matters, doing what has purpose, doing what creates significance. I have a 6-year-old daughter who is my life. I would do anything for her. Like my purpose is, how do I help her grow up and be her greatest, most wonderful self? The love and caring that I have for her, and my witnessing her own self creating itself and developing itself, gives me this incredible desire and impetus to protect her. Gevura is a quality of protecting, making boundaries. I want to invite her to make good choices, to eat stuff that empowers her, to hang out with people who empower her to be a better self, to learn well, to write inside the lines when it's time to write inside the lines. This is the midah of Gevura, motivated, mobilized by the power of Chesed. If I am spiritually inclined and I want to connect to God, if I want to connect to the light of the infinite, to the source of life, I need to discipline my mind in order to get there. Why am I disciplining my mind to have a spiritual experience? That's the midah of Gevura. The Chesed, the desire to be close to that light, to be close to that sense of purpose, of connection, of aliveness, is what enables me to do the difficult things I may need to do to settle my mind down, to create a space where it's protected, where I can sit and do my prayer or my meditation. That sense of desire to connect and to be true to that light and true to my essence is what gives me a motivation to be careful and make choices to not do things that might interrupt that connection, to not eat so much that I'm like fuzzy and out of it, to not do that thing that I might have done when I was a kid that disconnects me from the core of my light and the core of my source. So this notion of tshuva from mahava, from love, returning to the source from love, it's discipline, it's awe, but it's awe that's from love, chesed shebegevura. So like we talked about before, during the days of Sefira, there's this thing going on in the world. It's hard to explain, but as you learn the Midah, you'll start to see it. You'll start to see that it's like the frequency of the day. It's showing up all over the place. People are talking about it if you know what to listen for. You'll see it in your life. And you may get a challenge today that has to do with Chesed Shebegevura, with finding the light and the love that motivates you to have a structure, boundary, care, strength, overcome the obstacles to express that light. Hope it's a beautiful day for you.